This is Stephanie from statisticshowto.com. In this video, I'll be showing you how to find the probability of two events, A and B. The first question is the probability of drawing a 5 or heart from a standard deck of 52 cards. So our formula for A or B is going to be equal to the probability of event A happening plus the probability of event B happening minus the probability of both events happening together. So for this question, we want to know the probability of a 5 or a heart. Well, there are 4 5s in a deck of 52 cards, one of each suit. So our probability of A is 4 out of 52 cards. There are 13 hearts in a deck of 52, so we have 13 out of 52. And finally, we want to subtract the probability of both happening together. Well, there's a 5 of hearts in the deck, so our probability of both happening together, of getting the 5 of hearts, is 1 out of 52. That gives us 16 out of 52, which simplifies to 4 out of 13. For a slightly different question, we want to know the probability of rolling a 6 or less than 2 on a standard die. Well, this is what we call a mutually exclusive event. It basically means that both events can't happen at the same time. You cannot roll a 6 or a 1 and a 2 at the same time on a die. So we can remove the last part of the formula because both events here can't happen together. So our formula is going to be simply the probability of A plus the probability of B. So our probability of rolling a 6 or less than 2 is going to be 1 6. There are 6 numbers on a die, so your probability of rolling any one of those numbers is going to be 1 out of 6 plus 2 6. And that's going to equal 3 6, or simplifying to 1/2. Next, let's look at AND probabilities. Example question. Find the probability of rolling less than 2 on a die and finding a 5 or a heart in a deck of cards. These are what we call independent events. The probability of you choosing any particular card is completely independent of rolling a number on a die. Here's what our formula looks like. The probability of A and B is going to be the probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. So I'm looking for finding the probability a die roll is going to be less than or equal to 2, and finding a 5 or a heart in a deck of cards. Well, we just figured our probability of a die roll of less than or equal to 2 is going to be 2 out of 6. And we just calculated that finding a 5 or a heart in a deck of cards is 4 out of 13. That gives our final answer as 4 out of 39. Check out statisticshowto.com for more probability examples. See you in the next video.